Truth religion is belief. So you believe in God, you believe in Jesus, you believe in this, you believe in that. But spirituality is like, no, I know astrology. I know anatomy. I know that Christos means gold in Greek. So the Christ returns is just the Christos golden oil returning to my head. That is a fact. When Virgin Mary cries when her son gets crucified on the cross and it's sad, she's like, no, my son is getting crucified on the cross. It's sad when you read the Bible literally, but it's actually beautiful when you know the literary esoteric knowledge, not the exoteric thinking. Exoteric belief is on the surface. Esoteric knowledge is deep. So guess what? It's beautiful when you understand that the Christos oil goes down your spine and then back up. And when it comes back up, Virgin Mary and Joseph, the father and mother, the progenitors of the oil, Mother Mary is, she's happy. Those are tears of joy. Mother Mary is happy that her son is returned because the oil goes down and back up. So Mary is the amygdala. That's Mary Magdalene. I know Mary Magdalene is not his mother, but the amygdala is in your brain. So when the oil goes down and comes back up, of course Mother Mary is there watching her son get crucified because the oil goes down and when it comes back up, it recoagulates. That's right, the oil splits as it goes down and then it recombines, and that's called the crucifixion at 33 years old, which is your 33 vertebrae because it has to climb all the way up. And it's called Jesus dies at Golgotha, the place of the skull. And when Saint Longinus stabs Jesus to make sure that Jesus died, because he stabs Jesus in his heart, he goes underneath the rib because he doesn't want to break a bone, and he stabs Jesus. When Saint Longinus, which is one of the army men, when the Roman soldier stabs Jesus to make sure he's dead, blood goes on his eye. And when the blood goes on the Roman soldier's eye, he is healed. And that's why there's a statue of Saint Longinus at the Vatican. And Saint Longinus, he was a martyr. He actually said, for he is the Son of God in Matthew 16. In Matthew 16, the Roman soldier says, this is the Son of God, because he was healed. He stabbed Jesus and his eyes were healed. He's like, holy crap, the blood just touched my eyes and he's like, this is the Son of God. I can't believe, wow, it's Jesus. But it's just an allegory, because guess what? Saint Longinus didn't exist, because that would mean that Cassius Longinus existed. That's the guy who stabbed Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar got stabbed by Cassius Longinus, and Jesus Christ got stabbed by Saint Longinus. None of them existed. So anyways, my point is, Saint Longinus, he got his head chopped off. Saint Longinus got his head chopped off, and when his head got chopped off, his blood went onto the governor, and it healed the governor's eyes. Just like when Jesus' blood went on Saint Longinus and healed Saint Longinus' eyes, Saint Longinus got his head cut off, and his blood healed the governor. You can't make it up. Well, you can make it up because it's a made-up story. But the point is, Jesus' blood, it heals your eyes. So you are Christ. Your blood, when your blood goes up to your third eye, and when it's actually called your oil, your Christos oil, when the oil goes down and it comes back up, it actually touches your third eye, activates the third eye, it activates and wakes up all of your dormant DNA cells. It is a made-up story. It's complete fiction. The crucifixion is fiction, fake story. It's the fiction part of the library. Crucifixion, it didn't happen. So guess what? We are learning the true story, which is anatomy and astrology, as above, so below, as within, so without. Christ returns is the chrism oil. I'm gonna make a shirt. The shirt is gonna say, save the jism, save your jism. And on the back it's gonna say, raise the chrism. You save the jism and you raise the chrism. All right? Save the jism, raise the chrism, because it's all about ascension, going up your 33rd vertebrae. It's not about Jesus dying and you're going to be saved if you believe in Jesus. You're going to be saved if you raise your chrism. Those who say, I don't want to raise my chrism, that's a lie. Then you don't believe. You see? You have no, and it's not about believing. I don't have to believe it. I know it. I know that I have 2 hormones. I have 3 hormones, but 2 of them are part of my endocrine system. I have 7 endocrine glands, and 2 of them are in my brain, my pituitary and my pineal gland. My pituitary is the father, and my pineal gland is the father. My pituitary is the mother. My pineal gland releases honey, which is gold, which is the positive component. My pituitary releases milk, which is silver, which is the negative component. Positive and negative, it's the electric and the magnetic, and together it's the electromagnetic liquids. They come together, then they split at the vagus nerve. Your vagus nerve is also the pneumogastric nerve. It's your semi-lunar ganglion, or the pneumogastric nerve, also the vagus nerve. It goes down, feeds all your organs, stops at the sacrum bone, which is 5 fused vertebrae. You have 33 vertebrae, you have 4 coccygeal, then you have 5 sacral, then 5 lumbar, 12 thoracic, and 7 cervical. 7 plus 12 plus 5 plus 5 plus 4 is 33 vertebrae. But your sacral bone is 5 fused vertebrae. It's fused together. It's a big bone. It's a sacrum bone. It's like a big stone. So your sacrum bone is 5 fused vertebrae where all of your nerves are, it's like a big nerve center. And your sacrum bone acts like a pump. So it actually pumps all the oil back up your spine where it goes back up to your head. And this is the Ouroboros snake eating its tail. The oil goes down and back up, down and back up. Jesus was in his mother's belly in Nazareth. And the angel comes to Joseph when Joseph was in his sleep, and Joseph gets woken up. Joseph was the stepfather of Jesus. And the angel comes to Joseph and says, hey, Joseph, wake up. The Herod wants to kill all the babies. King Herod has heard, King Herod was king of the Jews at the time. King Herod has heard that Jesus that there's going to be a new king born. So Herod is afraid to lose his kingship. So Herod wants to kill all the babies. So therefore, Jesus has to flee. They got the message from the angels. Joseph took Mary and said, Mary, we got to go. The angel warned me that the king wants to kill the baby. So they went to Bethlehem. They went from Nazareth, the top of the Sea of Galilee, from the Jordan River, Sea of Galilee, and they go down to the Dead Sea, or Bethlehem, Judea. Then they go back up to Nazareth. That's when Jesus does the circuit of Galilee. And what do they call the earth? Galileo Galilei? Who's Galileo Galilei? That's the one who told us the earth was revolving. Galileo Galilei is a made-up name. The earth isn't a ball. Did you know that Jesus walked, he actually taught the gospel, and it's called the circuit of Galilee because he went around the sea. He went around the Sea of Galilee. He went around and taught the gospel. He walked around teaching the gospel, just like the earth goes around the sun, supposedly. Jesus, the sun, was going around the earth. He was doing the circuit of Galilee, and that's why Galileo Galilei gave us the earth's revolution. It's all metaphor. These people just believe this crap. It's like too much facts. You see, Judas actually means disabled. Did you guys know that Judas's last name was Iscariot? Judas Iscariot. That's Scarabus. How do you say scorpion in Egypt? Scarab. So who's Judas Iscariot? He's Judas the Scarab of the Scorpion, aka Judas is Scorpio. When the sun passes through Scorpio, it gets stung by the scorpion and the sun dies every time it reaches the Scorpio season. And that's why when a scorpion stings you, it leaves a kiss mark. If you get stung by a scorpion, it looks like someone kissed you because you have a top and bottom. What happens when Jesus gets betrayed by Judas Iscariot? Judas kisses Jesus. That's right, it's a beetle. It's a scarab beetle, but it's a beetle, okay? It's a scorpion. So basically, Iscariot is scorpion. That's what I meant to say. It just means little creature, okay? So Judas actually kisses Jesus. He goes, and he betrays Jesus. Judas kisses Jesus and betrays him. And that's what a scorpion does. When a scorpion bites you, it leaves a kiss mark. Thank you, Santos Bonacci. And Judas is Judas Iscariot. That's Judas the Scarabus. He's just a scorpion. That's it. Judas is not a real person. So you guys have to know what this is. I know I'm going a little fast. Sounds like I'm everywhere. This is for the truthers. This is for the advanced, esoteric truth seekers. We want to know the truth. Everybody knows the Bible at the surface. Everybody knows Jesus had 12 disciples. His name was Yeshua HaMashiach, which means Jesus the Messiah. Well, Yeshua just means earth, air, spirit, fire, water. Messiah means the one that is coming, because you are going to be a king. You go from a baby to a teenager to an adult to a king to an angel. You go from a mineral to a plant to an animal to a human to an angel. And this is literally the cycle. After being a human, you get to be an angel. Isn't that the whole purpose of humans, is to become angels, to ascend? See, if you don't do the right proper works, then you're going to go back to being an animal. Do you want to be an animal? Hey, that's fine. That's up to you. Go ahead. Go be an eagle, be a scorpion, be a lizard, be a freaking cockroach if you want. I'm going to be an angel. I want to graduate and go to being a star again. You want to actually demote yourself and downgrade into a stingray. And who said that these are lower than you? Well, animals only have 5 chakras. Humans have 7 chakras. No matter what, even if you're an animal, you're limited. Dolphins are smart, but they can only stay in the water. You're not going to see a dolphin on the street going. Dolphins are limited to the water. Humans can go in the water at the top. We can create submarines to go under the water. We can create airplanes to go above the sky. We can build skyscrapers. We can build igloos and live in the snow. Humans are incredible. Congratulations, you made it to being a human. You are a human. That is so freaking, it's a privilege to be a human. It's amazing. Now guess what? Next is being an angel. It just gets better and better. It just keeps getting better. You wouldn't believe it. Keeps getting better. That's right. You're a human right now. You could have been a lizard. You're a human. That's amazing. Now you get to be an angel next. But see, certain people would like to say, oh no, only the chosen ones get to be angels. Y'all are stuck as humans. Every human has the opportunity to be an angel, and every human has the opportunity to go back to being an animal. So where do I get this knowledge from? It's called the Pythagoreans, the Neoplatonists. They taught in the schools of wisdom to be vegan. Why was it important to be vegan? Because they said animals become humans. Therefore, animals are worthy of respect. Animals are just humans that aren't humans yet. They're going to be humans. You gotta be respectful to the animals. That they're going to be humans. It's called transmigration of the soul. Transmigration of the soul. Thank you, Pythagoras. Thank you, Pythagoras. Or was it Plato? Both of them. They talked about transmigration of the soul. Yes, I'm vegan. I'm not vegetarian. I don't steal milk from the cow, and I don't steal eggs from the chicken. I'm vegan. I make my own cheese. I make my own egg omelets in the morning. How do you make egg omelets without eggs? It's called chickpea flour. Watch this. Look at this. This is chickpea flour. That's how I make my eggs. And this is called Brazil nut cheese. This is how I make my macaroni and cheese. So I'm still eating macaroni and cheese, and I'm still eating eggs in the morning. It's an omelet with chickpea flour. Chickpeas, garbanzo beans, chickpeas. So you're using chicken eggs for an omelet. I'm using chickpeas for an omelet. This is the real way. Chickpeas, chickpea omelet. You're using chick omelet. Chicken. Garbage. And mine has way more protein and nutrients than your chicken. This is chickpea. So anyways, guys, Santos's full name is Santos Bonacci. So anyways, guys, this is not for, this is for the truth seekers, the one who want to maximize human potential. This is for the open-minded, warm-hearted people. This is not for the closed-minded people, cold-hearted. This is for the open-minded, strictly for the open-minded. And it's going to expand your mind even more. And the knowledge is free. It's out there. Santos Bonacci has thousands of hours of videos that you can watch. My entire book is me taking notes of 2 years of watching his videos on YouTube. This page was just from watching his YouTube. I learned that your head is Aries and your feet is Pisces. Your head is Aries, but it's your cerebrum. Your bottom of your head is the cerebellum. You have the top brain and the bottom brain. Cerebrum or the cerebrum. and the cerebellum, or the cerebellum. And that's the ram and the bull. Ram, bull. So yeah, guys, all you got to do is follow Santos Bonacci's YouTube. You can make your own book, or you can buy my book, or you can take notes. These are just my notes. I'm actually just selling my notes to you guys. You guys are just buying my notes. This is my notes, guys. This is how I take notes. Because this is very important and it's very serious. Your pineal gland, your heart, your brain is very, very important and serious. You have to take care of your heart and your brain, and you have to know how to use them properly. You want to maximize human potential? Then what does your heart do? Your heart creates your electromagnetic field. Well, God damn it, I want to magnify. I want to amplify my electromagnetic field. Once I realized that my heart produces an electromagnetic field, I said, how the hell do I amplify that? Vegan, natural. Dr. Sebi said, all diseases are caused by mucus. Unnatural food becomes mucus. Mucus will obstruct the flow of your magnetic flow. You don't want to obstruct the path of the flow of your magnetic field. It's called flux. You don't want to obstruct the flux. You want maximum flux, flow, no obstruction. Therefore, veganism. Because if you eat salt and sugar, if you're still eating store-bought food, then 99.99% of all that food is using table salt. If you still eat hot dogs and you put ketchup on your hot dogs, there's salt in your ketchup. Mustard, there's mustard in your ketchup. Your regular chips you're buying from the store, there's salt in there. It's not sea salt, it's table salt. What's the difference between table salt and sea salt? One is natural, one's unnatural. Sea salt is ocean water. You get the ocean water, you fill up a cup of ocean water, and you let it evaporate in the sunlight. When the water's gone, what's left is the salt in your salt water. Literally, you don't even touch it. You just get the water of the ocean, let the sun do its magic, the water evaporates, what's left is the salt. That's your sea salt. But what are you eating? Table salt? Let's see what that is. It's the salt at the beach. It's the sand from the beach. It's 1/3 sand, 1/3 glass, 1/3 salt, bleached, grounded to a powder, and you're eating glass. You know how much trash is at the seashore, at the beach? That's where everything washes up. That's where the glass is. That's where everything. There's pieces of bones from other animals, debris. Yep, that's what you're eating. They just grab a whole bunch of sand and bleach it, and you're just going. Yeah, it's evil, it's horrible, it's disgusting. That's why I'm freaking vegan. I don't want kidney stones. I don't want to cut up my veins. That's why everybody's fat and obese. Because when you eat table salt, the glass is going to cut your veins. You have veins in your fingers, you have veins in your ears, you have veins in your eyelids, and the glass is going through all of your veins. And that's why people look bloated and fat, because the glass has to go through your veins and it's cutting your veins, and your liver produces cholesterol. Now the cholesterol is being released by your liver because your liver said, hey, why is this person bleeding in all their veins? We got to patch up those cuts. Because the salt is cutting your veins, they got to patch up the cuts or else you're going to bleed internally. The glass doesn't get broken down. It's a little tiny piece of glass running through your little tiny veins. You know how tiny your veins are? The glass has to go through your veins and it's cutting it. Therefore, your cholesterol has to patch up those cuts so you don't bleed. Now, the more cholesterol fills up your veins, the fatter your veins become. Your veins get fat and fat and fat because the cholesterol's patching up all the cuts. And your blood has high pressure now because instead of having an open tube, it's pretty much clogged. It's like stuffed with all the cholesterol. So there's barely any way for the blood to travel through. That's why you have high blood pressure. The cholesterol is patching up all the cuts because if this is your veins, you have cuts. Look at the gap. It's supposed to be like a tube. But instead you have all these cuts now. Like that. All these cuts. It has to patch that. So you gotta patch the cuts, but it's in the inside. It's supposed to be like that, but since it's like that, it's gonna patch it. And you got this deal going on now. You guys get it. Horrible. It's very deep, yeah. So, stop eating table salt. The whole world, there's 7 billion people who don't even know the difference. My page needs to be seen by the entire world. We don't need Dr. Fauci saying, get your jab. All the little children and all the adults got to get jabbed. There's no other way. The only way to save yourself is the jab. There's no plants, there's no medicine, there's no herbs, nothing. Not the sun, not your urine. You need the chemicals from my laboratory. That's the only thing. My lab created chemicals, y'all. But we're asymptomatic. That's why get early treatment. Get it now. Are you kidding me? That's what I'm telling you guys. You have your own internal vaccination system. You're not supposed to be eating, you're not supposed to be buying salt from the store. Are we stupid? Did we forget that we can just put a cup in the ocean, evaporate the water, and you have salt left? Are we that stupid? We must be. This must be the dark age. We must be in the age of a lower consciousness. There's no other way. There's no other explanation. Why are you buying glass and eating glass, which becomes kidney stones, cuts your veins, causes high blood pressure, high cholesterol? What are we doing? Oh, we're doing what is customary. We're just doing what everybody else is doing. We're just following the leader. That's what we're doing. We're blind. It's the dark age. That's why I make these videos. Meat was... None of the Egyptians ate meat. The Egyptians were vegan. They wouldn't dare eat a fish. So you can be stupid like the fish. Not that fish are not beautiful animals, but they don't have intelligence. It's just a fish. Sure, they can remember things. You are what you eat. You want to eat a pig, then you're a pig. You want to eat a chicken, then you're a chicken. Fuck, fuck. You want to eat a fish, then you're a... That's it. Like, why would you... What do you want to call me? I'm an apple. I'm well-rounded. Thank you very much. I'm well-rounded. That's right. I'm an apple. I'm a watermelon. I'm a peach. I'm a papaya. I'm an avocado. What are you? A fish? Smell like fish? I smell like apples. I smell like strawberries. What are you? Oh, you're a catfish? You're a hog? You're a llama? You are what you eat, bro. What do you want to be? I'm plants. I'm oxygen. I'm light. I'm hydrogen. Nature. I'm nature. My body is a garden, not a graveyard. So that's it, guys. You have the choice. I'm here to present to you two choices. Other people are just going to say, no, guys, veganism is wrong. Only eat meat. If you want to eat meat, sure, you can still live to 120 years old. It's been done before. But you're getting secondary source. Primary, you're getting a trinary source. Secondary would be the plants. Primary would just be straight oxygen and water and sunlight. That's how you grow a seed. You are a seed. How do you grow seeds? You put the seed in the dirt, so it needs the dirt from the earth. It needs the oxygen. Well, it needs carbon dioxide. It needs the sunlight, and it needs water. Soil, water, carbon dioxide, and sunlight. That's what you need, but you need oxygen, water, soil, and sunlight. You need earth, air, fire, water. That's all you need. That's all you need. Earth, air, fire, water. But what if I don't get my protein? How does a tree get its protein? You can't knock a tree down. Go try to knock a tree down. Do. You're gonna crack your head on that tree trunk. The tree is so strong. What about a rhino? What about a gorilla? A silverback gorilla, 500 pounds. Two gorillas can lift your car and flip it like it was lifting a freaking tire. Like how the football players lift tires. That's what a gorilla is going to do to your car while you're in it. So gorilla is a 500-pound silverback gorilla, vegan. An elephant, vegan. A giraffe, vegan. Rhinoceros, vegan. Horses, vegan. How long do horses sleep? 2 hours. How long do tigers sleep? 20 hours. Wait a minute. Horses sleep for 3 hours? That's 21 hours awake. Tigers sleep for 21 hours? They're only up for 3 hours. A tiger sleeps all day because it's eating meat and it has to break it down. And a horse is awake all day. That's why it's called horsepower. Your car has horsepower because horses are energy. They're awake. So this is not a debate about should you eat meat or should you eat plants. This is just a choice for you. Do you want to keep eating meat knowing that it's trinary, it's not even primary or secondary source? You're just getting like, you're just like the animal is a middleman. Why not just go to the source? The animal ate the fruits that you want to get access to. Just go get the fruits. You're getting to the animal to get to the fruits that the animal ate. Ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. I have no respect for people who have no respect for their bodies or animals. There's just simply no respect. Is what it is. Treat others the way you want to be. How can you be mean to me and disrespect me? Bro, you're disrespecting the animals. Treat others the way you want to be treated. If you want me to respect you, respect the animals. You don't respect the animals, I don't respect your ass. Treat others the way you want to be treated, bro. But animals aren't humans. Ho. So you think because you don't understand the language of the animals that you can just kill them? What if a foreigner came to your country? Bong chang bang tang tang. I don't understand that person. Let's kill it. So you're going to kill someone because you don't understand their language? How inaccurate. What an unreasonable way of thinking. Just because you don't understand the animal, you're going to kill it? Makes zero sense at all. All the ancient Neoplatonists, Pythagoreans, Platonists, they said it's unnecessary and it's absurd. Thank you very much, Leonardo da Vinci. He said it's very absurd. If you can choose between plants or animals suffering, why would you choose animals suffering? Oh, lack of intelligence, that makes sense. Only an unintelligent person would make that choice. Therefore, I have no respect for these unintelligent ignoramus, these lower consciousness, ignorant, lower-minded, close-minded people. Of course, there's a bunch of bots in here. A lot of them are bots. Have I never ate meat? Oh, I was brainwashed for most of my life. I thought the earth was a globe. I thought it was spinning. I used to eat meat. I used to go to Taco Bell. I used to go to McDonald's. I was fat and overweight, and I had no energy. I had zero energy. I was so depressed. But guess what? Now I have energy. I wake up extra early. I'm taking notes. I'm spreading my book across the world. Literally every single continent on this earth, I have sold my book already. I sold my book to people in Australia, people in UK, people in China or Asia, India. I sold my book to all states in America. I literally sold my book around the whole world since I've been vegan. And I can make sense to people. Every human, I can make sense to them. Every human is important. My book concerns everybody. My book concerns every human on the planet. It concerns every animal on the planet because I studied Santos Bonacci, and Santos Bonacci is for the people. So there you go. You just messaged me on my Instagram, devinebeingdevine. It's the link is in my bio. Yeah, thank you, Santos Bonacci. Look, my book concerns everybody. Oh, you grew up in Africa, you grew up in Mexico, you grew up in Norway. There's Thor with his hammer. There's Horus. Where's Horus? Where's Horus? Right there. There's Horus. It's all the same. It's all about your third eye. Krishna, Christ, Horus, Zeus, Thor. Yep, we're all chosen. So at the end of the day, you will know the truth and the truth will set you free. And it's not a debate. This is actually just me collecting the ones who seek the truth, and we're going to grow as a spiritual community based on principle. Our community is not based on race. This is only for the black people. This is only for Mexicans. Nope. The only people that are able to come to this community, we're going to build a village. We're going to build a community. And the community it's going to be all races are welcome. If you're white, you're black, you're Mexican, you're Asian, all humans are welcome. There is no race. I mean, there's only one race. There's not races. There's only one race. It's the humans. So all humans are welcome, but the only thing is veganism. Because we're not eating animals here. I don't want to wake up to a cow going, moo, paka, just killing chickens all day. Killing chickens, killing cows, I don't want to hear that shit. We're not going to hear that. There's going to be only life in the village. We're going to eat mangoes. We're going to be petting the cows, petting the goats. Bah! It's going to be beautiful. You're going to hear the bells ringing. I just want to hear pure life. So we're going to have a religion, a community based on pure life. The principle is no death, no murder. That's it. Everything else is welcome. Bring your music, bring your guitars, bring your trumpets, bring your flutes. All humans. It's not going to be, listen, they're not going to last other groups, because you're going to have a group of only black people, right? And a group of only white people. How long is that going to last? How can you have only white people at a table? Well, it's easy. They're all white. Okay, but not all white people are vegan. So what? Half the table's going to be white vegans and half the table's going to be white meat eaters? How can you have one table for whites if half of them are eating meat and half of them are vegan? The only way to unite is through principle. So if you want to be a black community, you have to be only a black meat-eating community. And then you're going to have another only black vegan community, and you're going to be separated. You can't unite by race. You can only unite through principle. Because if you unite by race, you're going to be divided. You forgot about the principle part. We're all black, we're united. Then why do you have two different tables? You guys have two different tables there. One's meat eating, one's vegan. I thought you guys were united. You guys don't even have the same conversations. But my community, black, Asian, Canadian, Australian, we're all sitting at the same table. Why can't you do that? Why can't you guys sit at the same table? Because you're separated. You divided yourself by, you divided